friends, welcome to my channel. Today I am telling 7th class 6th lesson, a grain as big as a hen's egg. Let's start. One day, some children found in a ravine. Ravine means a deep narrow valley. A thing shaped like a grain of corn with a groove. Groove means long narrow cut on a hard surface down the middle, but a larger as a hen's egg. A traveler passing by saw the thing, bought it from the children for a penny, and taking it to the town, sold it to the king as a curiosity, means unusual or interesting object. The king called together his wise men and told them to find out what the thing was. The wise men pondered and could not find. Pondered means thought, and could not make head of or tail of it, means not understand it. Till one day, when the thing was lying on a windowsill, a hen flew in the peck and ate it at it till she made a hole in it, and everyone saw that it was a grain. The wise man went to the king and said, "It is a grain of corn." The king was surprised and out of the land went to find out where such corn had grown. The learned man pondered again and searched in the books, but could not find nothing about it. So they returned to the king and said, "We can give you no answer. There is nothing about in our books. You will have to ask peasants. Purpose some of them may have heard from their fathers when and where grain grew to the searcher's eyes." So the king gave orders that where all present should be brought before him, and his servants found such man and brought him to the king. Old lamb, bent as she fair and toothless, he just managed with help of 2 crutches to totter into the king's presence. The king showed him the grain, but the old man could hardly see it. He took it, however, and felt it with his hands. The king questioned him, saying, "Can you tell us, old man, where such grain has grown? Have you ever bought such corn or sown such in your fields?" The old man was so deaf that he could hardly hear what the king said. The only answered with great difficulty, "No." He answered at last, "I never sowed nor repaired any like it in my fields, nor did I ever buy and such when we bought corn. The grains were always as small as they are now. But you might ask my father. He may have heard where such grain grow." So the king sent the old man. Sent for the old man's father. He was found and brought before the king. He came walking with one crutch. The king showed him the grain and all present, who was still able to see, took a good look and ate it. And the king asked him, Can you not tell us, old man, where corn like this used to grow? Have you ever bought any like it or sown in any of your fields?" Thought the old man was rather hard and hearing. He could still hear better than his son had done. "No," he said, "I never sowed or reaped any grain like this in my field. As to buy, I never bought any for in my time. Money was not yet in use. Everyone grew his own corn, and when there was any need, we shared with one another. I do not know where corn like this grew. Ours was larger and yielded more flour than present day. Grain bought I never saw like any this. However, hear my father say that his time the grain grew larger and yielded more flour than ours. You had better ask him. So the king sent for the old man's father, and they found him too, and brought him before the king. He entered, walking easily and without crutches. His eyes were clear, his hearing good, and he spoke distinctly. The king showed him the grain, and the old grandfather looked at it and turned it about in his hands. It is long since I saw such a fine grain, said he, and he bit a piece off and tasted it. It's a very same kind, he added. Tell me, grandfather, said the king, where was such corn grow? Have you ever bought any like it, or saw any in your fields? An old man replied, corn like this is used to grow everywhere in my time. I lived on corn like this in my young days, and fed others on it. It was grain like this that we used to sow and reap and thresh. Thresh means separate grains of corn and rice from the rest of the plant by beating with an object. And the king asked, tell me, grandfather, did you buy it anywhere, or did you grow it yourself? The old man smiled. In my time, he answered, no one ever thought of such a sin as buying or selling bread. And we know nothing of money. Each man had enough corn of his own. Then tell me, grandfather, asked the king, where was your field? Where did you grow corn like this? And the grandfather answered, my field was God's earth. Whatever I plowed, there was my field. Land was free. It was a thing no man called his own. Labor was the only thing men called their own. I have two more questions to ask of you, said the king. The first is, why did the earth bear such grain then and has ceased to do so now? And the second is, why does your grandson walk with two crutches, your son with one, and yourself with none? Your eyes are bright, your teeth sound, and your speech clear and pleasant to the ear. How have these things come about? An old man answered, these things are so because men have ceased to live by their own labor and have take on depending on the labor of others. In the old times, men lived according to the God's law. They had what was their own and did not covet. Covet means want what others had produced. Thank you, friends. Subscribe my channel and like this video, share this video. Thank you.